Ken Trahan with JT Curtis back in a familiar place, practicing on Thanksgiving. That's an annual ritual here.
Well, it's a wonderful thing to be able to do. And number one, you're thankful to be here, and it's the proper season for it. And it's a week that we look forward to. After our practice tomorrow, we'll have a little short period where a lot of the alumni come, and we'll have a devotional for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then everybody will go home and eat some turkey. But it's a week that we really enjoy.
You know, a yard or less from an unbeaten season against a really tough schedule. You have to be pleased with where this team is.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And the district, I thought this year was extremely well balanced. A lot of really good football teams, and they're coached really well. And hopefully that's going to be a benefit to us going into a game like tonight.
Everybody talks about rematches. You had one last week, and those are tough to pay. You found a way to win and move on, and just for the sake of getting another rematch for the third time in 3 years, welcome to Division I, right?
Well, yeah, it is. It's the good and the bad and the ugly of this division, and it's not anything that the teams can do about it, but I think it really cheats the kids. It doesn't give them an opportunity to explore other areas, other teams in our state, give them a chance to play against other competition, and to a large degree, I think it's the fault of the adults that are in charge, and certainly the kids have got to respond, and you've got to do the best you can as a coach to get them in a position to respond. But there's no question it's much more difficult.
You've had two completely different types of football games with Catholic. The game in 2017 was a jump ball game and a lower scoring game, and the game last year you totally dominated, put up a ton of points, and won easily. What about this time around? I mean, is it something in between?
Well, it depends on which side of the score you're on. The bottom line is that they're a very good football team. I mean, they're an undefeated team at this point, and as I had mentioned to you, first time in the history of their school, they could go undefeated if they won a state championship. So they got a lot on their plate and a lot they're playing for, and so do we for that matter. So I think it's going to be an excellent football game. It'll be a game that's full of a lot of good offense. Hopefully, we're going to be able to keep them somewhat contained. And really and truthfully, nobody's done that this year. They've put up points against everybody they've played.
You know, and you have to go on the road, which is unusual this time of year. Normally, you're at home.
Well, we are on the road, but an hour away is not too bad. And that's one of the things I made reference to early. In previous years, we've been able to make trips, and the kids have enjoyed going on trips, going into Lake Charles and Monroe or Shreveport to play. But we'll go to Baton Rouge and play at Olympia Stadium and go from there.
Finally, to win the game this time around, what's the most important aspect in your mind?
Well, I think the key is going to be able to make sure we eliminate mistakes and to try to play extremely well in a kicking game and not to have any mishaps in that area, because special teams oftentimes has a huge part of a game like this. And then, of course, turnovers. You want to eliminate turnovers and hopefully get one or two. So I think those things in well-matched teams always comes down to the win or loss of the game.
Happy Thanksgiving. Best of luck to you.
Good. Thank you very much.